darkness on an aggravated battery.
How you doing, and thanks for watching. This is George at Wicked Warnings here, your #1 source for construction and safety emergency strobe lighting and LED lighting and equipment for cars, vans, trucks, buses, SUVs, CRCs, VTTs, and everything in between. Right here we've got a brand new F-250 Super Duty. Now this truck's featuring a lot of our lights. You can see clear and present in the grille. We've got our new Razor LED. We went with a little slower pattern on this. Post a comment if you prefer the slower, more methodical patterns like this one. It does skip a beat, go a little bit faster, but then it's just a typical alternation of a nice solid amber white. We didn't do the rapid flash that we're known for. And as I darken up the ISO here for you, you can see that we're also running our roof and mirror mod, and you can see that our mirror mod is now capable of the amber lights in the mirror. As you can see, this truck was not factory equipped with the white spotlights in its mirror. Sorry to darken it so much on you, but I wanted to accent what we're doing on that roof. So we grabbed the amber parking lights in the mirror. So that is going to be a new option for our Wicked Warnings auto flasher module. The mirror parking lights, as you can see, and the 5 roof lights, cab clearance lights as well. Now you can choose to flash the 5 lights on the roof, all 5 on and off, as we're showing here, or you can split them up if you prefer to maybe mix them up and flash them back and forth. Either way, both achievable with our Wicked Warnings auto flasher. And again, that light on the grill there, changing color, is our Razor LED. And now that I've turned on the 8-inch Grille Kit, you can absolutely see right there next to the Ford logo how bright, by completely maximizing the darkness feature of the camera. I can kind of show you the lights, but when we return the camera back to normal, as you can see, it just completely washes out the camera. So there's our mounting, and don't forget there's more to come on the back of this truck, so stay tuned. But let me show you just a little bit about the mounting on the front. I know a lot of you have probably seen our 8-inch Grille Kit on the website. We like to use the black series, and as you can see there, how nice it disappears into the grill. That's why we use the black series here at Wicked Warnings. And I know it also says that it fits a lariat only grill, but I do have a video that shows you how we are able to fit it inside of the regular STX trim grills, or even a black plastic trim grill, just like you can see here. As far as our Razor LED, which you can see in the top and bottom right there, those are mounted with the included 90-degree brackets. And if you were to remove them, that is a completely damage-free mount. There's just 2 little screw holes from the self-tapping screw to attach it to the grill, but they're back far enough behind that chrome that if you were to remove the light, you would never even see the holes. Here you can see a little bit better, but basically right behind this light right here, we have a nice 90-degree bracket, and back in behind the grill here where my finger is where the screw is going down. So you absolutely would not see it. And then as you can see, it puts that light very nicely right there on the top of the grill. As you can see here. And there's a little side mount for you just to show it really doesn't stick out much past the grill here, in case you're wondering. There's a real nice slick look for those that want 4 on the front of a Super Duty in the Razor. Once again, that's a final product. I know a lot of you have seen me do them up on the hood, right underneath the hood here and here. That's a very nice common spot, but a lot of people do want 4. So my new recommendation when you want 4 Razors on a Super Duty grill is to do it exactly like this. All right, let me show you some more. As you can see right here, once again, showing you our auto flasher module on the roof and the mirrors. And as I said, that amber mirror light, now possible. We'll provide you diagrams, show you where to get that wire in the kick panels for the amber mirror light. So you can use the Wicked Warnings auto flasher to get this display right here. Right here in the side badges, we've got our ever popular Thin-X LIN, and what I've done is a nice double flash alternation between amber and white, and it's a bounce back pattern. It goes back and forth, side to side, but it does give you both colors on both sides of the light. I like this pattern. It gives you a little bit of movement, and it's not overly aggressive. And as you can clearly see here, brightness is not a worry for the Thin-X LIN. This definitely kicks back on a 45-degree angle to the back of the truck off that badge and thoroughly burns the retinas of anybody that's in its path. Again, that's our Thin-X LIN. Let me show you one other feature. A lot of people love that flood mode, so we had to activate that on the LIN Thin-X there in the badges for sure. So we've got the flood mode active on a separate switch. It'll work with or without the warning pattern, but if you do activate it while you're using your warning lighting, as you can see, it will override the warning and steady white that light. Very useful for backing up into a garage, anybody that might be in your blind spot while you're driving, or any other needs like loading a trailer or off-roading perhaps. As you can see out back, we've went ahead and used our TIR3 in amber, as well as our Thin-X strip in 12 inches under the tailgate. And we also have some TIR3s on the side bezels of those tail lights in our very popular spot right here, you can see. And they're also synchronized in an X pattern to the T3s right here. So you'll see the T3s by the plate and the side bezel tail light bouncing back and forth. We went ahead and did the cargo light just a little faster on its own pattern because it's up there all by itself. And as you can see on the Thin-X strip, we've done a pattern a little similar to the Thin-X LIN that we did in the badges. That's a split pattern. The rear here has a triple flash, but you could select a double like the badge if you wanted. And it does basically the same thing, where both sides of the split pattern flash both colors. Gives you a lot of movement in person, keeps everything fresh, very good for grabbing attention. And you can see here when I squat the camera down just a little bit, kind of like where a car would be, how absolutely more bright it gets for you, right in your face. And of course, when we hit that flood mode switch that floods the side badge light, we also can flood out our Thin-X strips there underneath the tailgate. I misspoke there, nothing LIN is flooding here. Just our Thin-X 12-inch strips. They're tied into the same flood as our LIN Thin-X on the badges. So that rear flood switch does the badges and the 12-inch Thin-X strips. As you can see there, the badge is glowing white as well as the strips under the tailgate glowing white. Alrighty, the last thing I'll show you is right here in the cab where we've done our switching. I make these nice little Dymo labels and post a comment with some hate if you don't like them, or post a better picture of the labels you made if you think you can outdo me. So anyways, we got front flood on aux 1 because that's some real heavy duty grill lights. I want that to work key only. We've got rear flood on aux 4, and we've got rear flash and front flash on aux 5 and 6. Aux 5 and 6 are set up to work without the key, and aux 4 and 1 will work key only. And sorry about shaking the camera. I guess my forearms aren't as strong as I thought they were. Thanks again for watching. I hope you made it through to the end of this video. It's 8 minutes. I know it's a bit long, but I hope the information helps you. If you have any questions, please drop an email in to info@wickedwarnings.com. By all means, be sure to watch and look in the description for links to all of these products and a link to a parts kit so you can get all of the parts that you need to make this build. If you would like to order any of these particular products, or if you would like to order a complete parts kit for this build, check the description and you can order all of the parts and do this job yourself. Thanks again for watching Wicked Warnings, your #1 source for construction and emergency safety strobe lighting and LED lighting and equipment. You see it here first. Be sure to subscribe, share, and post a comment. Let me know that there's some people out there. It gets lonely on this side of the camera. I never hear anything from y'all. So if you're still listening, post up and tell me you're still listening at the 9-minute mark. Let me know that you weren't one of the people that bailed out after a minute and a half. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.